Welcome to another episode of the Group Parlay podcast. As always, Kevin Soyan, Andy Semo, Nick Strom unable to pod today, but we keep rolling. Tide is changing in our favor. We knew it was a matter of time before the hits started rolling in, and they are coming. 3 out of our last 4 back to back. Feels great, and everything hit within the first quarter of each game. I mean, it was no doubters the whole way. So some of our best work yesterday. I'll let Kevin recap the picks yesterday.
Yeah, I'll do you one better. I would say each hit was in the first 10% of its game, respectively. Like, you knew they were all instant. They were almost all instant.
Yeah.
I had the early slate, the Cavs game. We had -7.5. Maybe the best pick of all time. They won the game by 55 points. It was 43-17 after the first. You knew that game was over 7 minutes in, max 5 minutes in. And then for yourself, Stars over 2.5 goals, a quick 3 goals, or a quick 2 goals. So you kind of felt great about it. Yeah, there we go. In that first period. So, first period hit, you knew they would get 1 more goal. So they ended up with 6 goals in that game. So great pick there. Then Shohei over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Got it in was it the first inning, I guess. Hit and scored. So I don't even know what his line was. Stopped watching that game right after that. But Strom stays hot. Strom is we have Strom scorching on Major League Baseball all season. He's hitting 85% on that's 22 for 26. We have me on the basketball run right now, 6 or 7 straight on basketball. And then Andy's getting hot just with hockey and baseball. So the boys are feeling good. So on the month here, we got 2 parlays left. 5 and 23, down 7 units. I'm 16, 10 and 2. Andy 15, 12 and 1, and Nick 21, 4 and 3. Easily, I think he's locked up the best month of all time.
Yeah, definitely right up there as best month of all time. I mean, it's been phenomenal for him. A shame we couldn't help him out early, but we're making up for it in the back end. Yeah, it's been great. So we move on to today. I love today's parlay. I think it's a really, really good one. So let's get into it. I'll start with mine. I have the earlier baseball game. I'm taking Yankees money line. They have Carlos Rodon on the bump, left-handed pitcher. That matters. But he's been pretty good this year. 3.5 ERA, 1.06 WHIP, a lot of strikeouts. But the reason why the lefty thing matters, the Orioles, I've hinted at this earlier. They have immense splits. They're batting 177 with a 491 OPS against the lefties. Also, they have Kyle Gibson going his first start of the year. And against the Yankees, he's made 13 starts in his career. He's pitching to a 5.48 ERA in those 13 starts. He's 3-7 overall. Yankees offense is great. They should dominate this game, especially with a lefty going. I don't see how it's like a perfect storm where the Yankees should win. It could be 2 in favor where they don't, but I like this a lot.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I mean, first start, Orioles pitching's already been terrible. Bullpen hasn't been very good.
Yeah, Kyle Gibson gives up a lot of contact. He's going to get a hit around.
Love it.
All right, what do you got?
All right, sticking with NBA. I'm going Pacers -6.5. Sticking to the system, and the system here is that this series is over. Going to end tonight. And Damian Lillard is out for the rest of the playoffs. Torn Achilles. Sad news. But they've been bad even with him. Probably still would have taken this. Probably it moved the line a few points for sure. But the Bucks have no fighting right now. They just don't have the role players for it. They got it's Giannis going to score 30, and no one else is going to do anything. Kuzma's been absolutely terrible. It was one of the worst pickups. Lopez has been terrible too. He's been nowhere to be found. So you got like Kevin Porter, Gary Trent Jr., a bunch of nobodies. They're going to put 10, 15 points up max. Pacers want to end this here. Just the same pick as yesterday. And they're at home again. So End it. Get your rest.
I don't argue with basketball, Kevin. Playoff basketball, Kevin, is just
I will
the
lose one.
best.
I will lose one here.
Maybe like next round, first game of the series.
I do like, yeah. I feel good about these bets, and honestly, if the Bucks win tonight, I'm taking the Pacers again the next play again.
I dig it. All right, and then to round it out, Strom's pick. Strom's going Gavin Lux over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. He's been one of the hottest hitters in baseball over his last 15 games. He's 21 for 40 with 11 runs and 9 RBIs. He's gone over the 1.5 number in 10 of his last 11. Miles Michaelis is on the bump for the Cardinals. Lux is smoking right-handed pitching, batting 400 on the year. Miles Michaelis, as we know, is not very good. Gavin Lux is also 2 for 5 with a home run against Michaelis in his career. So, I mean, this is a great pick. It's a deep pull because this isn't Aaron Judge or Shohei Ohtani. This is Gavin Lux. But, I mean, the Reds offense has been clicking, and Gavin Lux has been a big part of that. So,
yeah, and one thing not mentioned there that I know from talking to my Cardinals friends is their bullpen's been terrible. So that's another part of it. Even if he doesn't get it, could definitely get against bullpen.
Yeah, for sure. No, I like it. All right. So to recap the picks, we got Pacers minus 6.5 at minus 133, Yankees money line at minus 148, Gavin Lux over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs at minus 145, comes out to plus 396 for today's parlay. Hit today. Have a shot tomorrow?
Shot.
Give
Hit
us
our
a
first
chance.
4 in a
Give us
row
a
and
chance.
go down. We'd have to make sure we get it to like if we're down 4.3 units, we got to have a plus 430 tomorrow. We got to make sure we get
For sure.
Be incredible.
All right.
All right.
Let's get it.